Sometimes I don't feel like a real man, right? Like I'm a real man, like I got real man parts and shit, but I don't feel like a real man. Like I feel like I don't have enough. No. No, you have to say that now. Don't act like I'm not kidding. You know what I mean? I got it. But I feel like I don't have enough tools, ties, and dress socks to be a real man. I feel like any real man I know has a lot of tools, a lot of ties, and a lot of dress socks. Where do you get all those tools from? Someone was like, you get those tools for gifts. I was like, ugh. If anyone ever bought me $200 worth of tools, I'd be like, return them and get me 4 PlayStation games. I don't need tools. I have 3 tools. I have a Phillips screwdriver, I have a flathead screwdriver, and I use my girlfriend's pliers. You know how emasculated it is when your lady's like, did you put my pliers back? I was like, I was gonna use them again. She's like, just put my stuff back. I'm saying this one night, I'm in Boston, and the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me after a show happened. This lady follows me to the car after the show. She goes, excuse me, comedian? Excuse me, honey? You don't have a hammer? You don't have a hammer, honey? And I said, what? She said, on stage you didn't say you had a hammer. You don't have a hammer? And I didn't have the heart to tell her, I own a home, I have a hammer, but I just went with it. I was like, no, I don't have a hammer. She goes, oh my God, give me a second. This lady runs to her car. She comes back, she goes, I always keep 2 hammers in my car, honey, you gotta have a hammer. I took the hammers and I threw them in my trunk and I started laughing. Because I thought about this lady going back to her car, making a call like, hello? Babe? Yeah. I got rid of the hammer. Yeah. I gave it to the black guy handle first. We're good to go. Who takes a hammer from somebody in a parking lot late at night? You know how stupid you have to be? Tonight, when we're all finished, I got a wicker basket out back. I'm collecting ice picks, so just drop them in the basket. Out back. Stupid can you be? I'm just not a handy guy. I'm not that dude. I got people that always want to fix stuff. You should knock that wall down. You can see from the kitchen right into the living room. I'm good walking around the wall. I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking nothing down. It's not my... It's a lot of pressure with stuff in the wall. Listen, you want to feel less manly? You ever have a guy knock on a wall near you? He knows where everything is. He's like, you hear the difference? The studs are right here. You hear that? Like, if there's a lot of people around, I'm like, yeah, I hear it, but I'm telling you, I never hear it. It just sounds like somebody beating up a wall. Who taught this man where the studs were by knocking? Here's a secret you might not know. 85 thumbtacks will hold your TV up for 5 minutes. It'll fall soon after, but for a little bit, you'll be like, look what I did right here. I hit the wires. Sometimes, as a man, you have to admit if a man is more manly than you. You ever have a guy stand in front of your car and make the engine rev from the front? What? It's not a big deal. To me, I'm like, he's a wizard. What's he touching? The head gasket? The catalytic converter? What's he touching? I don't even know if that's the right stuff. I just know that's under the hood. I know it's under there. You ever see him? He's like, oh, don't touch the gas, boss. I got it. Like, I want to know what's under his fingernails. Ugh. Looks like he's been digging graves with his bare hands and cutting portobello mushrooms all night. What's under your nails? He's like, I work hard. That's what's under my nails. I'm like, you need to work harder cleaning your fingernails. Looks like you got a French manicure with black tips. Clean it up. That's gross. My friend Mike is like that. Every time I go to his house, he's like, you want something to drink? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you want some ice? I'm like, don't touch my ice. Can I have one drink at your house without crude oil in it? How come everything I drink over has a rainbow film at the top? What is that? He's like, that'll make you tough. I'm like, that'll make you dead. That's oil.